because it says prepare a continuous improvement plan. So a plan, unless you have clear aims and objectives, you're not really going to say, you can't really produce a plan unless you have clear aims and objectives. So an example of a clear aim and objective would be to increase serving customer numbers by 10% between 12 and 2 and 4 to 6, Monday to Saturday, over a 6-month period, in comparison to the same time in the previous 6 months. Then the next stage would be to obviously conduct a situation analysis. What's actually happening internally and externally? So you might want to do a SWOT analysis and a PESTEL. And you don't have to use all of SWOT, and you don't have to use all of PESTEL to identify a full plan. So you might pick various parts of PESTEL out, like the technological advancements. We can see that technological advancements in McDonald's has allowed people now to go into the store and order. So they don't have to go to the till to order. They can order, get their receipt and their number, and then wait in the queue. And that use of technology has allowed McDonald's to implement this. If we look at the political factors, Brexit has been an influencing factor. Which means that the cost of goods are actually going up. And if the cost of goods are actually going up, then what will happen to McDonald's prices? Do they maintain them low, or do they eventually increase their prices because their outside costs are going to increase? After you've done a SWOT and a PESTEL situation analysis, remember, a SWOT is the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. So what are the strengths and weaknesses of McDonald's? PESTEL is political, economic, social, technological, legal and environmental. And as I said, you don't need to use all of these, only those which are relevant to McDonald's and the area of customer continuous improvement that you want to focus on. And then you need to state how it currently works. So how does someone going in, how does it currently work? Well, it currently works because the way it works is you go in, normally the member of staff will greet you and smile, may I take your order? And then the person would place their order, and then the member of staff would say, would you like any drinks with that, or suggestive selling? And then the customer would reply. The member of staff would then say, repeat the order back to the customer, and the customer will confirm, in which case the member of staff would then say your order comes to this amount, and the customer will then pay for these, and then this will be rung up on the till, and a receipt and a ticket will be given, which would then be displayed on a board in front of you, which you can see for the production team in McDonald's and also for the customer to see where your order is and if your order is being prepared and dispatched. So you need to state how it currently works. If, for example, you were going to use the customer service, then you would explain that whole process. Then you would have a section of competitors and state how the competitors currently do it in about a paragraph. And then the next stage is new methods that you would introduce for continuous improvement. What are some of the new methods that you would introduce for continuous improvement to try and help this go along? Look at that little bird over there. It's really cute. Okay, after you've looked at new methods, then you would have a section on the data analysis. Obviously, you're not actually compiling the data, but this is the process you would go through. You would obviously, after you've got the data, you would analyze it. After an analysis, you would have conclusions, and then after conclusions, you would have your recommendations as regards to whether or not you think you should implement this or not. So that's it. I mean, the question was produce a continuous improvement plan based on the review and critique of operation management principles within an organizational context. Well, the organizational context, as I said, was McDonald's. The management principles were tailor, lean and continuous improvement, which you would critique the good and bad, and then you would relate this to a continuous improvement plan to one area, as in this case McDonald's, one area. So we're looking at customer service, and then go through the plan. And then the plan would be clear aims and objectives, situation analysis, how it currently works, competitors, new methods, data analysis, conclusions, and recommendations. Okay, so I hope that has helped you today in this beautiful grounds of Warwick Castle. And as I stand up, okay, take my tea. As I say, it's absolutely beautiful and stunning here. So thank you today for being with me, Mr. T, and I hope this has helped. Many thanks. Bye-bye.